Teri, your dress is beautiful. Who are you wearing this evening?
Well, I am actually wearing my mother's wedding dress.
Your mom wore this again?
Yes, this is exactly her dress, and I thought it was very Mad Men. I'll give you the
Very
little-
Mad Men.
Very Mad Men, isn't it?
And did you alter it because it fits you perfectly?
Nope, this is exactly how she wore it in 1960. And I was getting dressed to come to the event, and I had some friends over, and I had a dress on, a new dress. And we were sort of deciding if we liked it, and I said, well, I could wear my mom's wedding dress. And they sort of laughed, and I put it out, and nobody could believe this is what she wore, and everybody decided it looked great. And I sort of moderned it up with my Christian Louboutins that were from France. They were my summer splurge when I went to Paris.
So did your mom get very emotional when she
did.
saw you in this?
She's here tonight, and my daughter's here tonight. My daughter's actually going to be part of the presentation of the award, and it's a very family-centered award and a cause, and so it seemed to make sense.
Do you feel emotional that it's the last season of Desperate Housewives?
You know, I am still working until May, which is a really long ways away, so I just sort of haven't really embraced it that way, I guess, yet. And the only other thing that sort of occurs to me is, I mean, the thing I've become more aware of is it's so rare in this business to have a job where you go to the same place every day for 8 years. I mean, it's almost unheard of. On Lois and Clark, I went for 4 years, and even that is unheard of, you know. And And what I love is like driving on the lot, and the security guy knows you and lets up the gate, and you don't have to show your pass. Oops, I probably got him in trouble. and you know, you see certain icons like New York Street on the Universal lot, or the big tower, or Jaws jumping out of the water. And you become used to that as the surrounding is like my office. That's been my office, you know, for 8 years. And so it'll be very different to not have a pattern, I think, to not, I'm kind of a creature of habit, to not, you know, have that set thing that I'm going to do. But I'm not sad, and I don't know. I really haven't defined my feeling. Well, I know that I've been grateful for the show from the beginning. I don't feel more grateful because I've always been pretty much at the full tilt grateful, like very aware of, you know, when you're in a business a long time, you're very aware of when something special is happening. It's not the first time, you know, this has happened to me, and I've had ups and downs, and so, you know, you recognize when something really wonderful is happening. So I feel like I've been aware of that the whole time we've been doing it.
Did you have a nude scene?
I did have a nude scene, which some people go for the 80th time. I don't know why they keep writing that for me, but
hello. That's why they keep writing it for you.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you. Anyway, yeah, I did, and a lot of. It's funny, a lot of effort goes into making those scenes look effortless because we're on a network, you know, you can't see anything. So I was covered with juice and a good pile of toast and, you know, whatever, some sort of can of something. And it's, you know, it's funny. It's funny.
Are we going to get to see more of that craziness now that it's coming to the end?
I have no idea what you're going to see. I more than ever feel like I know less what's happening before the moment that we shoot it than ever. The scripts have been very late in coming, and I have no idea what's happening at the end. Zero. So, you know, I'm just still doing it till May.
So let's talk about tonight.
Okay.
Because you're being honored this evening. So tell me about this award you're getting this evening.
Well, I'm receiving an award for my work on behalf of juvenile arthritis, and I got involved with it about a year ago. I was getting ready to do my second Malibu triathlon, and I was only going to do the swim because I just was having trouble with my shoulder, which seems funny that I would only do the swim, but it had been a lot of stuff going on for me at that time. My dad had a quadruple bypass and whatever. I just didn't feel like I could get the training in to do the whole thing. So I did the relay with Julie Bowen and Bob Iger, and so I did the swim. And I met this family, the Rothmans, and this little girl, Sophie, who go to the Children's Hospital Los Angeles, where they're one of the very few doctors that deal with juvenile arthritis. And I started to understand it affects 300,000 kids, and how difficult it is to get people to pay attention to it, because they hear the word arthritis and they just think like, oh, us our old people, take an aspirin, feel better with your joints, and that's not what it is for kids at all. It's a full-on autoimmune disorder that attacks everything in them and makes them not be able to hold a pencil, not be able to walk, not be able to see. It's really awful and debilitating, and not only is the disease that way, the lack of awareness about what it really is even worse, because they say, even to a teacher, the family will say, well, my child has arthritis, and the teacher will be like, well, so what, they can still run. They don't really know how horrible it is.
Is there anybody special?
No. Dating. Nobody special. Well, everyone's special,
Yeah.
actually. Everyone is special, but no one special in the way I'm assuming you mean. Yeah.
No one marriage material.
I'm out there. Secretly out there.
That's so naughty. You're like, I'm seeing somebody, but
I've
still
so
looking.
had it with the being outed everywhere you go. I'm just a big secret person now. See, now that I've said that, everyone's going to be hanging out in my bushes.